Imagine waking up, grabbing your phone, and finding out that, well, a huge chunk of the internet is just gone. That's not science fiction. It's exactly what happened during the massive Cloudflare outage of 2025. So today, we're going to break down how one company's tiny internal glitch literally brought the web to its knees. All right, let's set the scene. We're talking about the morning of November 18th, 2025. For millions of people, it started out like any other day, until it wasn't. Suddenly, without any warning, it felt like the internet was having a heart attack. Major websites, apps, services you probably use every single day. They just vanished into thin air. Chances are your screen lit up with messages just like these. Internal server error. Disconnected. Something went wrong. And yeah, you were not alone. From social media to your music, even your work tools, everything just seemed to break at once. So, what's the first thing that jumps into your mind when something like this happens? A massive, coordinated cyber attack, right? Was some hacking group or even a country trying to take the whole internet offline? Well, to get to the bottom of this, we actually have to look at one single company. A company that basically acts as the internet's invisible bodyguard. And that company is Cloudflare. You might not know their name, but they're absolutely essential. Their main job is to protect and speed up the websites we all use, acting as this critical shield between them and, well, the rest of the internet. Think of it like this. Every time you visit a site, you're not going there directly. You're passing through Cloudflare's massive shield first. It's their job to filter out all the bad stuff, like cyber attacks and bots, before they ever get a chance to hit your favorite app. Now here's where it gets really mind-boggling. The scale of this operation is just staggering. Cloudflare handles about a fifth of the entire web, and because so many websites rely on them, they've created a single point of failure. When Cloudflare has a bad day, the whole internet feels it. Just to put that into perspective for you, on any given day, Cloudflare is processing 78 million requests from people like you and me every single second. The numbers are just wild. Okay, so if Cloudflare is the internet's bodyguard, what happens when the bodyguard trips over their own shoelaces? Because, as it turns out, this wasn't an attack from the outside at all. And it didn't take long for the cyber attack rumors to be put to rest. The company's own CEO came out and made it crystal clear the threat wasn't external, it came from the inside. The real cause was an internal bug, a monster, you could say, lurking right there in their own code, just waiting for the right moment to cause total chaos. So here's how it all went down step by step. First, a security feature that's meant to fight bots automatically creates a file with a bunch of rules. But, and this is the key part, a recent change to a database caused that file to grow uncontrollably huge. When the system tried to load this giant file, it just gave up. It crashed, and it took the entire core network down with it. So essentially, this one little configuration file, a file that was supposed to protect websites, got so bloated and oversized that it basically acted like a bomb inside their own system, blowing up the very service that routes traffic for all those sites. And the fallout from this one bug? Well, it was a global digital blackout, and it hit some of the biggest and most important names on the entire web. I mean, just look at this list of casualties. It's huge. We're not just talking about entertainment here. This outage affected communication platforms like Discord, huge e-commerce companies like Shopify, and really vital work tools like ChatGPT and Canva. The whole thing started at exactly 11:20 UTC and lasted for about 3 hours, which, is an absolute eternity in internet time. By 14:30, the engineers had figured it out and deployed a fix, and all those services slowly started flickering back to life. In the aftermath, Cloudflare didn't really make excuses. They came right out with a straightforward apology, and they just owned it, acknowledging the massive global impact of their own mistake. But when the dust settled, this whole incident revealed something much, much bigger, and frankly, a little more concerning about the structure of the internet we depend on every single day. Think about it. One bug inside one company led to global chaos. It really highlights this incredible and maybe uncomfortable truth about our digital world. It can be alarmingly fragile. The failure of just one piece of the puzzle can have these massive ripple effects across the entire globe. And if you're thinking, hey, this whole story sounds kind of familiar, well, you'd be absolutely right. This isn't a new problem. A huge outage back in 2021 at a different company, Fastly, was caused by the exact same root problem, a single buggy configuration file. And all of this leaves us with a really critical question we have to ask ourselves.
As so much of the web puts its trust in just a small handful of these huge infrastructure companies, have we accidentally built our digital world on just a few pillars? Pillars that are now just too big to fail?